AJayPay. AJayPay. Hey, what is going on, fools of YouTube? You got AJayPay bringing you a Pokemon Wi-Fi battle against Mizticall. It's a RU match. His channel link will be in the description below. I just want to thank all of you for subscribing, and welcome to all the new GTS subscribers and all my new subscribers. Yada yada yada. I'm pretty sure you guys wanted this video rather than my other videos, so yeah, here you go. I got a pretty good RU match, kind of hacksy at the end. This is the kind of match where it's like, oh, I'm going uphill, I know what I'm doing, hell yeah, and then it just goes downhill and it's just like, oh no, it's a train wreck, blah. Well, kinda. But in this game, as you can tell from team preview, we both have two unburdened Pokemon, so whoever unburdens first pretty much lost or is just gonna have a hard time. And the main point of my team is really for the Sceptile to sweep everything, which could potentially happen, but all I need to do is find a way to take out that Hitmonlee and also weaken that Tangrowth down to the point where I could take it out with one Flying Gem Acrobatics. That way it won't take no damage at all. That's where I kind of want this Sceptile to start to sweep. Other than that, things would be good to go, but he's got a pretty scary team, especially with the Regenerator Core Wall and the team synergy in general. So I'm going to lead off with my Wixie. He's going to lead off with his Rhydon. We're both going to set up rocks, and this Rhydon throughout this game I did not think would be a pain or a problem whatsoever, so I kind of play around it without really attacking it at all. But it turns out later this thing is probably the biggest pain in my ass. Like, really, I don't know why I underestimate this thing. But I'm going to go for the U-turn, predicting the Mega Horn, so I go out to my Dusknoir to take the predicted Mega Horn. If he did go for a Stonage or an Earthquake, it'd probably be a 2-hit KO for him, but either way, I do threaten him out with the Will-O-Wisp. He definitely does not want to get burned, because I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp right now. I know he's going to switch into one of his two Regenerator Core Walls with either Tangrowth or Slowking, as he does switch into Tangrowth. So this tells me two things. One, it obviously does have Regenerator. Two, that he's more of a special attacking Tangrowth rather than a physical one with Power Whip, because obviously why would he want a Power Whipped physical Tangrowth burned? Because this is not a Power Whipping one, this is a special attacking one, probably with Giga Drain and Leech Seed and Hidden Power Fire. So I know the Giga Drain or the Leech Seed's probably coming, most likely the Leech Seed. I'm assuming the Leech Seed is going to, which it does, which works out fine for me because I just switch in this Cryogonal to scare this thing off, and also to Rapid Spin the Seeds away and the Rocks away. I definitely do not appreciate these, and whatever he switches into, I can just act accordingly afterwards. So he's going to switch into his Electric, which is a kind of a problem as well, as I get these Rocks and Seeds away. I don't know what kind of set this is. This could be Choice Scarf. This could be a Life Orb mix set. It could be physical. It could be just regular special. So I'm going with my Wixie. It's special defensive and bulky as well. I'm going to scout out what set he is, but he switched to Slowking. I wasn't too sure what he was predicting here, but this does give me an opportunity to set up a Yawn, so that way I can get switched initiative on anything that he does or what he's going to do, because I highly doubt he wants this thing to sleep. But he unfortunately Toxics me, which is kind of crucial because I do need Wixie for Hitmonlee. Either that or I can use Dusknoir for Hitmonlee. But he's going to switch into his Rhydon because he definitely does not want to fall asleep. And I'm going to go for a U-turn, and I'm just going to go into my Quillfish to get the Intimidate drop. And this thing's name, Mr. Cuddles, this Rhydon, is very appropriate because who would you rather cuddle with, a Rhydon or a Quillfish? There you go. Anyways, I'm going to go for the taunt. I thought he would try to set up his Rocks, but he goes for Earthquake. That does a hell of a lot. Even though I got him in -1 attack, I didn't think it'd do that much, but then again, Quillfish isn't really bulky when it comes to taking super effective hits. But unfortunately, I'm only going to be able to set up one layer of spikes. He doesn't have a Rapid Spin or anything. And this Rhydon is proving to be a big threat, so I'm kind of like, I need to thread it out. But I know he's going to switch out, but I'm still going to go for the Leaf Blade anyways, just in case if he thinks I'm going to overpredict and go for the Mega Horn. So I go for the Leaf Blade, and I was hoping this Leaf Blade, the Life Orb, the Burn Recoil as well would take him down to the point where Acrobatics will take him out within this range. The Flying Gem Acrobatics, adamant. But at that point of range, I know it won't take him out, so I'm going to switch out to my Cryogonal. I know he's going to go for the Hidden Power Fire, and I know I can take one because I do have the natural special defensive bulk. And he's more of a defensive Tangrowth as well, so he probably doesn't have a lot of special attack EVs or none at all. But I'm going to switch into my Wixie now, as I know he's going to switch into Slowking. It was pretty obvious. I kind of wanted to go for a recover, but then again, I saw nothing on my team would really want to take a hit from the Slowking. So that's why I did this switch, as I'm going to predict him to predict my yawn because I went for it before, and I'm going to predict him to switch into Tangrowth. So that's why I'm going to go for the U-turn straight off the bat. But unfortunately, I do over-predict he stays in and is probably going to go for the water move. So instead, I'm going to go to my alternative play. I'm going to go into my Poliwrath, hoping he won't go for the Psychic move. Luckily, he doesn't. He goes for the Scald. No one really remembers this thing has Water Absorb, and luckily, I do get the Water Absorb, and I don't take any damage at all. But I know for a fact I can take any one Psychic hit from this thing because he's more probably a defensive or special defensive one. And I went for the Circle Throw rather than the Toxic because I thought he would switch into Tangrowth, predicting my Toxic, or just to take the Water hit or whatever hit. But I do get him into this Rhydon, which is completely fine, even though I wish I did have a Water move now on this thing. But once again, I know I can take this one hit. And at this point, my main priority is hopefully Circle Throw him into Electric, so that way I make his Electric attack me so I can see what kind of set this goddamn thing is. Luckily, I do Circle Throw him into this thing now, and then he's going to proceed to knock me out with a Thunder Punch. But now I know that he is physical. At least he's physical. He could potentially be mixed, but he does have Life Orb, so I know he's not Choice Scarf either. So I can immediately kill him off with my Sceptile with the Earthquake, because I am an adamant nature. It's easy going to knock out that thing. But he's going to switch Tangrowth back in. It's at more health now because of the Regenerator. So at this point, this is my only opportunity now to do the Acrobatics Unburden things. So I'm going to set up a Sword Dance now because I know Acrobatics won't take him out from this range. And I know I can live one hit in Power Fire because I know after I kill this Tangrowth, if he switches in Hitmonlee, then he does have the Unburden ability with it. But if he does it, then I know, and he switches to something else, then I know I'm going to sweep his team. I'm going to win this game. So I go for the Flying Gem, Acrobatics, Adamant Nature, Max Attack. Gonna easily destroy the Tangrowth, that green hairy thing. Ugh, it's so nasty. But he does switch into this Hitmonlee, and I do have a perfect counter for this because I'm going to try to make him waste any gem he has, whether it be Flying, Normal, or Fighting. Because I resist 2 of those. I'm immune to 2 of those. And he does go for the Mach Punch. However, he doesn't have a Fighting Gem. So I'm just kind of like, what do you have? What are you exactly? So I know he's probably going to switch, fearing to get burned. So I might as well just go for the Will-O-Wisp anyways. Nothing would really want to appreciate getting Will-O-Wisp. But unfortunately, I miss. It's not too crucial because I'm going to hit the second one in a second here. It doesn't really matter too much, to be honest. He goes for Earth Power. It's an easy 2-hit KO, and I'm going to burn this Nidoqueen. Thank God I'm going to burn this Nidoqueen. Ugh. I always miss Will-O-Wisp, but then again, who doesn't miss Will-O-Wisp? Everybody does. He's going to over-predict and go for the Fire Blast and miss, predicting my Cryogonal to levitate over its Earth Power, as I'm going to get a Pain Split, which is now definitely going to allow me to live another Earth Power. And I would apologize for that Fire Blast miss, but I'm not, because I stayed in, and I mean, that wasn't that bad of a prediction, but it's kind of obvious that I would switch out to Cryogonal. That's why I didn't do it. But if I did switch out Cryogonal and he did miss the Fire Blast, then I would apologize. So I'm not going to really apologize for it. I'll apologize for another set of hacks in a second here, as he's going to take me out with the Ice Beam, but he's also going to unfortunately die from the burn damage as well. He has 3 pokes left. I have 3 pokes left, I believe, at this point. So I would send out my Wixie here on this switch, hoping that he switches in Hitmonlee. Unfortunately, he doesn't. He switches out to his Rhyhorn. Now, this Rhyhorn I'm realizing is a problem. So I go for the Yawn for some reason. I don't know. I should have just went for the Psychic here. And he's going to miss a Meghorn, which is actually pretty crucial because I'm not a defensive Wixie. I'm actually a specially defensive Wixie. But I would have lived that hit still. And Psychic, I would have 2-hit KO'd him right there with that miss. But still, either way, it still does matter because I definitely need this Wixie at a good amount of health to the point where it could take a hit from Hitmonlee. He misses the second one. That was really crucial. At that point, he was really mad. I do apologize for those misses, but I'll gladly take them because I always have Bellic and RU. I understand your anger, Mizticall, but you know, I can't do anything about it. I'm sorry. I can't do anything about it. I take his Rhyhorn out with the U-turn, Wild Chase style. I don't know why I switched out of Cryogonal. I guess I was fearing the Mach Punch from Hitmonlee, and at this point, I don't know why I went for the Recover. I should have just straight up attacked this thing because I barely lived with 1. I already knew he had Psyshock, so I don't know what I was doing. I'm just allowing him to gain more health. If he did have Slack Off, however, I believe he probably would have lived a Leaf Blade from full health if the Slack Off got him to full health, that is. I do switch into my Sceptile now. I have 2 pokes left. He has 2 pokes left. I'm going to go for the Leaf Blade. Easily going to knock out Dopey Sr. That name's actually pretty funny. That makes me laugh inside and out. He's going to go into Hitmonlee now, and I'm going to see something I've never seen with Hitmonlee before. I'm not too sure if this is a common set or this is a custom set. I'm pretty sure this is a common set. I rarely play RU. That's why I don't know this set. As I go for the Acrobatics, as he does go for Endure, I'm just like, why are you enduring? What's the point of this? I'm like, oh, he's eating a berry. Oh, he raises his attack with the berry. Oh, he outspeeds me now because he has Unburdened. Oh, that's how this set works. Wonderful. I was kind of like, oh, I might actually lose still. But I'm going to go with the Wixie. It's at a pretty good amount of health. And this reversal, as you can see here, does a hell of a lot of damage. But I do live, however, because of the natural bulk. I'm going to take him out with the Psychic. And that's going to be a narrow 1-0 victory because of hacks. I do apologize for it. As we're going to go to the key play of the battle. And that key play of the battle is going to be his Mega Horn misses. That's the only key play, really, to be honest. If he didn't make this Mega Horn, he would have definitely won. However, I would have lived the first Mega Horn. And if I went for Psychic rather than Yawn first, then that first Mega Horn miss wouldn't have mattered then. But I went for Yawn, so it did definitely matter. What I'm trying to say is... I would have lived the first Mega Horn hit. And... well, either way, I would have lost because I'm more of a special defensive Wixie, not a defensive Wixie. If I was a defensive Wixie, it wouldn't have mattered. I would have won. But the fact of the matter is, I have a special defensive Wixie. I don't even know why I'm making excuses for myself. He would have won. I'm just going to say it. He would have won if he didn't miss. So technically, I would say it's his win. He just lost because of hacks, but then again... that's what happens to all us Pokemon YouTubers. It happens to all Pokemon trainers in general. Regardless, still a very good game. It's probably one of the most fun RU matches I've ever had. Probably one of the best I've ever actually played because he does have a better overall team than mine. Yeah, just want to thank you guys for subscribing, viewing my videos, enjoying them, commenting, and yada yada yada. Yay! Yeah. So the upload schedules for Wi-Fi battles are also Tuesdays and Thursdays, just in case you guys didn't know. But I might have an extra one up this week. I'm not entirely too sure. But that about does it for me. So like if you like, comment if you like, and subscribe if you like. And I'll see you guys later.